right, my friends, we're back in the deals at the Kroger. 99 cents a pound. Grabbed two, one for this week, one for the freezer. Blueberries were on sale for $2.49, so some of these are going to be cooked, and some of the blueberry muffins are like a thing in our house right now. So some of these are going to be used, and some of them are going in the freezer. Eggs were $1.99 for the 18. Great price. These will last forever. Sandwich buns for the pork. Chicken, because I have a recipe I want to try, and that's also going to go along with the bone broth and the crushed tomatoes and the tomato sauce. Oiko Zero, this is the boys' favorite. I want to try the bagels, so I grabbed some of this to try bagels with. Sorry, I'm out of breath. We just put all this in. I got 2 bags of these mini chewies. These are like one of my favorite pregnancy, like, happiness. And then these are just fun because, you know, why not? We're potty training, so just simple things to have on hand. Caesar dressing from Kroger is probably my favorite. Bananas, because we just ran out this week, and he made it all week, but it was dicey a little bit. And then coleslaw to go with our barbecue for our green vegetable. And then ham and turkey. Got 3 turkeys, 2 hams, and some of these, of course, will go in the freezer. And then husband's deodorant, because it's always 50%. It was a 50-cent off coupon. There's our Kroger haul. Comment down below with what you think it cost.
I can't wait to see how many people think and tell me how much it cost. So this day I was finishing up the rest of something I had gotten out like the week before, and I wanted to make lettuce wraps because we had romaine lettuce that we have got to use up. So I made lettuce wraps. Now the boys eat it with rice instead of with lettuce, but that is okay. So I'm always freezing everything. So I had a bag of onions in the freezer, grabbed those out, and I clearly had a little bit of help today. And then I grabbed a few garlic cloves out of the freezer too. Now remember, those little bags from Aldi or the big bag from Sam's, you can throw in the freezer and they last way longer and they're already pre-cut, ready to go. So I just set them on the stove just for a little bit, just for a little bit. And then they're ready to go, ready to mince and throw into any kind of recipe. I made my mix right there, and I'll post the recipe down below. It's a Passionate Penny Pincher recipe that we love, but I always add extra hoisin sauce, and I did not have real ginger, or actually I did, I just was being lazy, so I used the ginger spice. So, and I also ran out of a bunch of stuff in this recipe. So just a reminder too that like using everything you have up is very helpful, because you know what, it's just sitting there. So you don't need to just keep everything always around. You just got to start cleaning up and putting things away and doing that. I also usually use mason jars. This time I just used a measuring cup, but I usually use mason jars to make all my sauces really quick, just because it's an easy way to measure. And then you can just, throw it in and mix it up in that jar. And then on the left, you see my rice. My rice is cooking in my Instapot. I talked about this in my last video. Just using what you have. We don't have a rice maker anymore. We put our rice in the Instapot, and it does so great. So, you gotta do what you gotta do, make it work. And then these lettuce wraps were so yummy. So I hope you enjoy this video, and there's a few more recipes a coming. Thanks, guys.
rice and lettuce for me for lettuce wraps, and rice and meat for the boys. Let's see how many meals we can make. All right, so here's dinner for tonight. Husband's, mine with a little bit of rice, and my son's with a lot of rice. And here's leftovers. So this will be for my husband's lunch tomorrow. This will be probably Saturday dinner and or lunch, brunch, later lunch, whatever. And then the rice that's left over. So there it is. Freezer meal prep beginning. 2 cups of Kodiak, 2 cups of milk, 2 scoops of collagen just to add a little extra protein, all going in, and then 2 eggs. Griddle. We're gonna see how this goes because pancakes are not my strength. Y'all, I can make pancakes. Okay, so quick hack. Make your pancakes, use a ladle or what's the word I'm looking for? Measuring spoon. Either one, measuring spoon or that. And then put them in the microwave so they stay nice and hot. Woohoo! For a very long time, I thought I just couldn't make pancakes, but come to find out it's just because I have a kid and I can't stay focused on them. But today, we did it!
And y'all, these pancakes were amazing. I also topped mine with Greek yogurt for extra protein and to lower the sugar, and then added some fresh blueberries. Yum.
All right, my friends, so pork tenderloin was on sale at Kroger, 99 cents a pound, so it was even cheaper than this. We are gonna throw this and make some meals. Please excuse my dirty kitchen. I was making pancakes. So we are going to put this in, and I sprayed this with avocado oil just to make sure that it wouldn't stick too bad. There is our pork shoulder, pork butt, and then we're gonna make our little bit of kind of like a rub. I use mason jars a lot of the time because it's just easier. So we need 1/4 cup of avocado. It said extra virgin olive oil in the recipe I used, but I'm gonna use avocado oil. And then 1/4 cup of Worcestershire. And this just keeps you from getting everything dirty and having to do it all. And then another 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Hey, buddy. So that gets us to right at 6 ounces. Oh, and then the recipe called for different Italian seasonings, but I didn't even have those. Hold on one second, buddy. All right, so I'm just gonna throw this on. Throw a little ginger on. And then I'm gonna throw some Italian seasoning because I did not have the specifics that my mom had sent me this recipe. So I'm gonna do all that. And this is actually a rub, so I'll probably rub all this in. And then we're gonna mix a little bit and pour that on top and around. All right, and then I'll mix all this in and rub it in, and then we'll put this on low for 8 hours. Alexa, set a timer for 8 hours.
8 hours, starting now.
Low-fat cottage cheese, the blend, and hash browns. There's your consistency when you're done. So that was with the immersion blender, and we're gonna pour that over top of our potatoes. The cottage cheese is adding extra protein and a creaminess. And then once the bacon is done, we will crumble that on top and then add cheese on top. We'll be good to go. All right, so we have the hash browns, then we have the eggs and cottage cheese and a little bit of spices. And then I layered a little bit of Colby Jack, about a cup-ish, and then the entire pack of bacon on top just to let it finish browning and cooking. And we'll, yeah. And then we'll throw this in the oven, 375 for 20-ish minutes.
It actually took 40. Also, this is going to be on MyFitnessPal and is in my shorts. So make sure you go look and you can actually see all of the information, and I'll list it below also.
All right, so last night we actually went to a friend's house, so I just brought that Caesar salad that is on my shorts. It's a do-it-yourself Caesar salad, and today we're making a chicken Parmesan soup. So my chicken's ready, and then I took the other 2 chickens and cut them into little bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna add some Greek yogurt and some seasonings, and then let that kind of sit over the next few hours, and then I'll cook that while I'm prepping the end of this for dinner. All right, so chicken in the crock pot. It says to add some seasonings. I'm actually gonna just pour that directly on the chicken. I'm not in the blend. It said salt and pepper, but the blend has everything in it, so, you know, who could go without more garlic? Italian seasoning. That was a lot. It said 2 teaspoons, but clearly I overdid that. I have my chicken ready. This is just chicken with Greek yogurt and then the blend. We'll see how that goes. And then it said crushed tomato sauce and crushed peeled tomatoes. I'm just gonna pour that on. And I am using a crock pot liner today. I got really frustrated after the barbecue or the pork and had cleaned this 3 times. So after the dishwasher, so I'm kind of over it. So we're just doing simple today. And then it said 4 cups of the chicken broth, and then I'm gonna mince some garlic and pour that in. All right, so that's prepped. I throw the top on. It said low 6 to 8 hours, but I chose high. So I'm gonna do high for 3 to 4 hours. And again, this is an old school crock pot. So one of my best tips and tricks is this girl right here. Her name is Alexa. Alexa, set me a 3.5 hour chicken Parmesan timer.
Chicken Parmesan timer, 3 hours and 30 minutes, starting now.
And so now she's ready and she's telling me what it is. So I actually know what it is when it goes off. It's also what I do with my bread, that kind of thing, just so I know what the heck is going on. All right, so next it calls for a cup of heavy cream. We have 13 ounces of coconut milk is what we're using. Some Parmesan right here, it goes for a half a cup. We're gonna put a little bit more and then we're gonna use it on top because it said mozzarella, but I forgot to throw it. And then bonsai, we're using the chickpea rotini pasta just for extra protein and fiber, but it said 8 ounces. So I'm hoping this is enough, but I may end up adding another one. I haven't decided. As the family loves this kind of pasta. This is a great fix if you just need something a little different. This is one of our favorite pastas, and it's even toddler approved. So I made this, I shredded the chicken, cooked it for 3.5 hours on high, and then I'm gonna leave it on high for 30 minutes with this. So let's see what happens.
So this soup was good, but it was not chicken Parmesan by any means. It's what I was hoping for. It wasn't. It still tasted really good. It had all those flavors, but it just wasn't. And that's okay. This other chicken was amazing. We will be making that again. My friends, I hope you enjoyed that today, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell me how much you thought my Kroger haul was, and I will see you again next Sunday. Thanks so much for being here, and see you soon.